I never thought I'd be the guy telling a story like this, but here I am, and even now as I speak, my hands are trembling just thinking about it. My name is Michael, and this story, this mess, it's about the woman I once thought was my forever, Emily. We were together for 4 years, dating, laughing, fighting, growing, the whole thing. And when she told me she was pregnant, I felt like my world had just shifted in the best way possible. I didn't panic, I didn't run. I dropped everything and asked her to marry me. I wanted to do it right. For her, for our baby. We got married pretty quickly after that. It all felt right. I was going to be a dad, and I was ready. Or at least, I thought I was. Our son was born a few months later, and man, I've never loved anything the way I loved that little boy. I'd hold him at night, rock him to sleep, whisper promises into his tiny ears. Promises that I'd always be there, that he'd never have to face this world alone. For 2 years, that was my world. Work, home, diapers, cuddles, late-night bottles, tired but happy days. I didn't need anything else, but slowly, something started to shift. Emily wasn't the same. She got distant, quiet. She'd flinch when I touched her shoulder. She stopped laughing at my dumb jokes. At first, I thought maybe she was just overwhelmed. Motherhood can be brutal after all. So I gave her space. I stepped back, helped more around the house, backed off when she seemed tired, but it didn't get better. Then one night, after another cold dinner and colder silence, I finally asked her, "Are you happy?" She looked at me, really looked at me, and I'll never forget the look in her eyes. Regret? Shame? Something else too? Fear, maybe? She started crying. Hard. And when she finally spoke, her voice cracked like glass. She told me there was something she needed to confess. That before we got married, right before actually, she had a one-night stand with her ex. No protection, no second thought, just one final mistake she swore she'd buried and forgotten. And then she said the words that knocked the air right out of me. I don't know if he's yours. That night, I didn't sleep. I couldn't. My brain kept replaying every memory, every giggle, every daddy I'd ever heard from that little boy's mouth. And suddenly, all those beautiful moments felt fake. The next day, I scheduled a paternity test. Waiting for those results was the worst 10 days of my life. I'd look at my son and feel this war inside me, half of me still loving him with every bone in my body, the other half terrified of what was coming. And then it came. Not mine. Not mine. I thought I'd scream. I thought I'd break something, but I didn't. I just sat there in silence, holding that piece of paper, and felt my whole identity fall apart. I filed for divorce the same week. I couldn't stay. I couldn't look at her and not see the lie. She tried to explain, to say it was a mistake, that she had been scared, that she thought the baby was mine all along. But I didn't care anymore. The damage was done. And then came the second punch, harder than the first. Because the law in our state says that if a child is born during the marriage, he's legally presumed to be the husband's. Meaning, even though I'm not the biological father, I'm still the legal father. Unless the real father steps up and takes responsibility. Which, surprise, surprise, he didn't. I'm legally required to pay child support until that boy turns 18. Let that sink in. She cheated, lied, let me believe I was a father. And now I'm being forced by the court to pay for a child that isn't mine, that I didn't make, that was born out of betrayal. Where's the justice in that? Friends told me to fight it. Lawyers said it would be long, expensive, and probably not end in my favor. Some people told me to just let it go. You loved the kid once, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I still do. And that's the part I can't figure out. Because no matter what the DNA test says, he still feels like a part of me. I raised him. I kissed his scraped knees. I read him bedtime stories. I lost sleep for him. I loved him. How do you just shut that off? But I also can't pretend everything's fine. I can't pretend that betrayal didn't rip me apart, that I'm not paying every month for a reminder of how badly I was fooled. Emily, I don't hate her. I wish I did. But mostly, I just feel empty when I think of her. Like she took something from me I can't get back. Like I'll never fully trust anyone again. And maybe I won't. If you're listening to this, maybe you're someone who's been through something similar. Maybe you're a guy like me who believed too much, trusted too deeply. Or maybe you're someone who made a mistake and never told the truth. Let me tell you this, truth always finds a way out. And when it does, it burns. If you love someone, tell them the truth no matter how hard it is. Don't build a relationship on silence and secrets, because those lies will grow like cracks in glass. And one day, everything will shatter. And if you've been betrayed, I don't know how to heal. I'm still figuring that out. But I do know this. You're not alone, and your pain is valid. What happened to you wasn't fair, but you are still worthy of love, of truth, of peace. I don't know what's next for me. Maybe someday I'll trust again. Maybe I'll love again. But for now, I'm just trying to breathe, one day at a time. That's all I can do.